Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It is time for the gnomes to come out. Well, that's gnomes of hot coffee as we spend special time here in this magical season of our last POS Censored of 2025, celebrating all the things that come to us and talking about RFID. That is radio frequency identification. That's things that we can be able to, all the little things that are floating around in our air, that we can be able to track things and do things and check out things without staff and actually have security and be able to do it. And you don't have to be Walmart, and you don't have to be Kroger, and you don't have to be the big boys to do it. You can be a average little retail store in Dubuque, Iowa, which is my favorite place for all the little average stores. But I'm not going to talk to us about how Corona can do us in retail cloud, because I don't really only know that much, though I do know a lot about the technology side of it, but I don't know how our POS systems actually integrate. And the man who does that is the man wearing the IU Hoosiers sweatshirts over there, the Big Ten champions who took down the big, bad, ugly people from Columbus, Ohio this past Sunday from 13-10. Mr. Mendoza, we cheer you on as you win your Heisman this Saturday. Mr. Matt Proctor, how are you, and how are you going to bring Christmas cheer and RFID cheer to us today in the December 11th, 2025? Got to get the date right.
December 11th, our last POS Uncensored. I hope everyone's having a great holiday season so far. It was great for us here in Indiana after that big win Saturday, so we're excited to roll into the Rose Bowl and keep this streak going. But no, the RFID, Nate, this is exciting stuff. We've kind of mentioned it here and there over this past year and how we're starting to see that now and that technology. Some of you might have seen it in a gas station. You might have seen it at maybe a ballpark. Okay? I know our local baseball team already has that installed. But what I want to know, Nate, is why we don't have anyone yet, a PPT Nation signed up with. So that's
what I want to know. And I know we've done a couple quotes, but here's the thing. It's just like kiosk in the quick service restaurant world. It adds incredible value. It provides upsells. It's proven by the studies that people buy more when they're self-checking out, because especially if you're smart and put little things that they can buy and grab and scan and all that right by there. Hey, I'll buy this and buy that. People, when they don't have to actually look a person in the eye, they spend more money. It's amazing at that. I don't know all that goes into that. We won't go into the psychology of how people don't want to buy from people, but it's true. And it's a way for a retail store to scale without having to find more employees. And let's be honest, retail employees are hard to find. People to run your liquor store, which we're not going to use this for liquor stores. I shouldn't say that, because self-checkout in liquor store is probably not going to be a thing quite yet.
Right.
But
half the time your staff's not upselling like in retail. They're not asking, do you want to get this candy bar? Like, I love it when they actually do, but they normally don't. And for all you dads out there, like Nate and I, half the time I got a kid next to me saying, ooh, I want this. Ooh, can I get one of these? The kids help bump up the check average.
Absolutely. When you there's so many things you can do with this, and I'm just surprised that we haven't placed our first one. So we have two systems that are there any differences? Retail Cloud and Corona both have RFID capabilities, self-checkout capabilities. Are there is there differences in their implementation and how they're using it?
No, not that I know of or have heard. I've spoken to both of them about this. I've seen, which hardware they use. It's all just about the tags and the readers. It looks very similar. There's a little bit of a price difference, but they already have this in place, at a lot of different places. Retail Cloud, I would say more than Corona, especially at that stadium level where they are. But we just haven't really had anyone that is looking to do that yet. I would love to get a couple convenience stores to at least try it out. Have your regular cashier over here that you need for some of those essential things, or a discount void or whatever. But then let's get a station and see how it increases their sales, how much it helps with their labor, cutting down on the lines and the labor, and increase their sales. I don't know, Nate. Maybe we should run a promotion for Q1 or something and see.
because I want to hear from our partners why we haven't sold this. Because because we see it. I see it at the airports all the time, like the little kiosks, and you still have one person there, but then they have two places on each end of the kiosk that you could. So you could check out with the person, or you can come over here, or they have the self checkout at the newspaper stand. And you can go in and you can check out with the one person, but there's 8 different places you can check out because there's the self checkout places all to do, and there's so many. So you can man up, and you can have one person there to provide a little support to be able to give customer service when needed, but you increase the amount of checkout lanes. I saw it at the zoo here in Indianapolis when it being the zoo. They had several self-checkouts throughout their little kiosks or their little islands set up throughout the place where you could check out right there. So it's coming all over the place, and now for less than $5,000, that's what correct? That the highest price we've seen within ours is $5,000 so far. So $5,000 or less, you can roll this out, and obviously, there may be some support we can give you. Put some edge pricing together with this, and we can be able to help get some of that price down a little bit. And we're going to see something that probably cost them $5,000 to get up and running and a monthly fee versus $40,000 to $60,000 as an employee's wages and all the benefits and everything else that goes into running and having an employee and having one employee and then hiring another and having to train another and have this person go here and that person go there. And one of the things I've read is it's not about hiring less people. It's about investing more in the people that you already have. So maybe you're going to be able to increase the wages for the person you have. So you keep them longer, you put more money into their training, more money into help them meet some of the goals they have, give them some more responsibilities, but also give them more opportunities so you can check out more people, and you're going to grow your business. There's so many things this can do for you.
And I just love it. Down on theft. I mean, that's a big thing too, guys. If you are really not familiar with this radio frequency technology, this is not your normal checkout where I'm walking up and I have to use a scanner, okay? Or there's a scanner mounted there and I have to make sure I get that label, that UPC right up there, and I listen for the beep. That's what we're used to. This is, I set everything in this bin or in this designated area, and it automatically captures all those items, all those UPCs, and boom, shows it instantaneously up on the screen. Okay, so you're cutting down on someone trying to not scan something. Okay, so that's another big thing. So we're increasing money, we're increasing how much their check averages are, we're decreasing shrinkage or theft. And so they're making hand over fist more money than they used to. It more than pays for itself within the first few months. These are the talking points. We want you to be comfortable discussing with a merchant. And you know what, Nate? I bet there's some good videos out there. I'll have to ask Corona, and Retail Cloud. They've got a nice little 1-2 minute video kind of walking through that we could show a merchant. Because sometimes they need to see it. Sometimes that helps if they can't picture what we're talking about.
Yeah,
so I'll try and find one.
And there's just more and more use cases for this, and for convenience C-stores and there's so many unique different types of retail stores and communities where maybe they're selling convenience on one side and comics on the other side. I saw that recently. You can pick up your gallon of milk and a couple ho-hos, and then your newest episode or publication of Spider-Man or whatever. Yeah, I was like, well, that's a unique, but that could be a place where you have maybe on the C-store side, you can check out with a person, and on the comic side or vice versa, you check out with the NFC or the RFID capability in the stations.
Yeah, on the comic side. I've seen it with alcohol, at least at the stadium level, where you've got this area to walk in. You tap your phone or your card, it captures, it puts a hold basically on your card temporarily as you walk in, grab a couple drinks, bottle of water, beer, and you just walk right out, and then it reads every single thing you just got.
Yep.
Really cool technology.
It is, and there's so many unique ways to use it and to, I think, provide. People are like, well, I just can't believe that's not providing customer service anymore. I think it gives an opportunity to provide better customer service, and to make sure the person who is checking people out is focused on the people and taking care of them. The person is hopefully not even checking them out, because they're there to support them and just be there and be able to care for the person instead of focusing on, I've got to scan each item, I've got to roll it down an aisle, I've got to get these 30 things, I got to bag them. When you're just there to help them choose the right thing. And I think this is great for like clothing stores and things. There's a limit. Amazon Go proved that
a local hardware store could be a great, because they got lines out the door sometimes, and even with 2 or 3 checkout people, but just try one out, it
Yeah.
could work.
Well, here's another thing I would think at some point. If you served a lot of retail, then maybe you end up I don't know, this is me totally brainstorming, but hey, rent this for 3 months. So you go out and buy it from, and use it every year, and you could rent it for the holidays or something. I don't know. There's some things you could do. I think there's ideas that we haven't put out there. It's what the technology is going to go to. It's what we're seeing more and more. I mentioned a couple weeks ago, because when we talked at Glazing, we were talking about retail software that nearly every convention center, I've been into 15 of them this year. Every convention center had the, go through, you place it all, scan it, reads the RFID codes, and you just walk out. Not even a person usually manning it. And there's just cameras there watching every bit, which I understand. Yeah. I'm not for being, but the cameras are going to be there no matter what. So might as well be getting a little easy and being able to grab my bottle of water and my chapstick when I'm at a convention center, and just be able to, and I love it with my Apple Pay and tap to pay, and I'm out. Yeah. So anything else we want to add? This is going to be a quick one, and then we'll do our highlights for what we're going to be doing next week as we finish up the year here with our Holiday Palooza.
I'm excited for Holiday Palooza.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I don't have anything else to add. Let's brainstorm some more, Nate, and maybe we can roll something out for Q1 to see what kind of promotion we could do. Maybe it's something that we purchase and like you said, maybe have a merchant utilize for a few months and get that feedback. Take some videos, those type of things.
All right. So we want to hear from you. If you have ideas, if you have merchants you think, you can reach out to the POS pros. You can reach out to me. We're here to help any way we can. So just put a comment, email us. You know how to get a hold of us. And we would love to hear why you haven't started thinking about this with your merchants. Or maybe you have a couple of retail merchants that you think might be good, and go ask them. Grab the videos. We're going to put those out. So hopefully by the time we get to Holiday Palooza next week, Matt, we'll come up with a couple of videos. We'll try to put those on, both on mypapertech.com, and come up with some ways to talk about this RFID technology. But I want to make sure everybody knows, 2:00 next Thursday, the 18th, 2 to 4 p.m., Holiday Palooza. We're giving prizes away, over a couple $1,000s worth of prizes. We're going to give a Quick Station away. We're going to give Deja Vu terminals away. We're going to give a Pay Anywhere terminal away. We're going to give, I forget, we got a couple other things. We've got TVs giving away, AirPods, a iPad. We now need to have lots of fun. We're going to have quizzes. We're going to have Name That Baby for our staff. Emily's working right now. I think, Matt, hopefully you've gotten the email asking for your baby picture.
Yeah. I gotta find it.
I've turned mine in. Usually I'm the last one, even though Emily came up with this idea and I greenlit it, and I'm usually the last one to do things, but I actually got mine in because I was already doing pictures for something else. So I had a baby picture right on my phone that I could send her.
How are we doing the Holiday Palooza? Are we doing it through like a Google Meet or?
No, it's gonna be right here on YouTube. So you're gonna be watching just like you do watching this.
I got the hold, but I didn't get like any link or anything.
Well, you're going to be on eCam, and you're going to get an email on Monday when your exact time slot is in that hold, so you know when to get on and not. We have one last thing to finalize.
I can be on the whole time though, can't I? Or
you can only join. Yeah, you're gonna have a specific segment. You'll learn about it because I want it to be a surprise. We're not gonna make this public knowledge, but there's gonna be some fun. There's gonna be quizzes. You'll be able to scan a QR code and be able to see if you can get the answers faster than anyone else. We're gonna have competition from our people. We're gonna play some Christmas games. We're gonna play some POS games. We're gonna play some like baby picture games, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have some fun for 2 hours. Give away lots of prizes. Celebrate the end of the year. It's been a great 2025, and we're looking forward to 2026. Matt, as we close out POS Uncensored, I should have counted, but I don't. I'm going to guess we did roughly probably 35 episodes of POS Uncensored. I don't know exactly what, but we've been here most Thursdays. We take a few Thursdays off and a little bit of time. But what would be your closing words for our last POS Uncensored until January 8th as we take a little hiatus here on this show?
Oh, gosh. Really, guys, it's been such a great year, such a successful year. It's been so nice for us as a family and as a team to be able to meet more and more new partners. And I thank you all for that. I just want to say, from my family to yours and to you, Nate, thank you, everyone, for all the point of sale systems that we've implemented this year. And I hope everyone has a safe holiday season, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah or Christmas or whatever you want to do. I hope everyone has a phenomenal holiday and New Year. I look forward to seeing everybody in 2026.
Love it. So we'll see you next week on Hollypalooza. On behalf of Matt Proctor, thank you, Matt, for being part of POS Uncensored all year. It's been a great year. We're going to be more interviews next year. We're already working on it. I went through this first 5-week schedule with Emily yesterday, our project manager. She's already reaching out to several of you to come do interviews. We're going to have more POS system, so much more going on here in POS Uncensored. But mainly, we're just glad to have PayProTec Nation as part of our family, that we're growing. We're seeing more and more people join in. And thanks for watching and doing part. For those who are watching live, thank you very much. For those who are watching and recording, we know there's a lot more of you. But you could join us when we're live at 1:30 Eastern on most hours, and we'll be back 1:30 Eastern, January 8th. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.